That's not a good way to start the video, with coughing. Hey guys, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. There's a lot of new people on this channel and they're wondering why I'm filming in the dark. It's just because I film most of my videos on my way to or from somewhere, and this is the most economical way for me to do it. It's really difficult for me to get inside of my home office and record in the perfect environment. If that was the case, I seriously would be uploading only like, I don't know, excuse me, videos a week. Oh my goodness, no! Hey guys, right now, look outside your window. Go outside, look outside your window, and what do you see? No bueno. No bueno. You know, guys, I'm religious, sometimes superstitious, but that glowing thing out there that you see right now, I think there's some like gravitational pull towards craziness, right? Just look outside. Look outside. No, not aliens. Slender? I guess you can see that. But yeah, if you see a window, if you're in law enforcement, military, security, look outside the window. No bueno. All right, guys. Anyhow, I want to talk about tactical equipment, helmets, bangs, which is slang. It's not like in terms of dirtiness, some of you savages. Bangs as in flash bangs, also known as distractionary devices, helmets, outer carriers, ballistic shields. Do you need that as private security? Before we dwell into that, I want to talk about real quick what I'm up to. I got done filming in the desert. I did a video on the RTS tactical shields. I have 3 of them, and I try as much good use of time as possible. And I spent 45 minutes of video. I can't do that to you guys. The most dedicated subscribers on the channel, they will watch every single second of the 45 minutes, and I can't do that to you guys. So I made 1 and 2 YouTube shorts. If you guys could do me a huge favor, these videos usually get smacked all the way to the bottom of YouTube. If you could please go to YouTube short videos, watch my 22-second clip on the RTS tactical shield on how to use it, and just put a comment and just maybe send it to somebody like your friend or somebody. Hey, you know what do you think about this? What do you think about this stupid shield? What do you think about this cool looking shield? That helps with the algorithm. And then just put a comment. Hey, how much does the shield cost? What do you recommend? The small, medium, or large shield? Just say something. That helps with the algorithm. And let's be professional on the YouTube short videos. It doesn't matter if it's my channel, my videos, or someone else's. We need to be professional on the YouTube short videos. Other people who are new to security, they read all the comments, and they're going to be like, why even join private security if these guys are being unprofessional with each other, cussing each other out? Like, why would I even want to join this field? You know, put something positive, not just on my YouTube short videos, but on other YouTube short videos. And if you leave a critique, that's totally fine. You know, put some crows. I just said crows. Leave some pros and cons about the videos if you can. I'm just gonna talk real quick about those shields. I have mixed feelings about the RTS tactical shield. The pros is obviously it's cheap. I mean, not cheap, but it's affordable. It's typical. But there are tons of disadvantages, and I couldn't break it down under 45 minutes. So I will not. I can't do that to you guys. I will not post a 45-minute video. I'm gonna have to break it down to multiple videos. Also, what I have planned is, so I reached out to Primary Security Agency. They have a security patrol service, and they also have a training facility. And one day, I admit that I was looking at their videos. I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm gonna critique. I'm going to do a social media review on this channel here on Instagram. By the way, I'm on Instagram under the Firearms Trainer. The Firearms Trainer. So I saw their Instagram account. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to go to town on this. And then I'm thinking, wait a minute. I really have no substance. Maybe they could have cleared this corner a little bit more economical, but I really don't have nothing. And then all of a sudden I started seeing Instagram videos of them training at a post training academy or a California Post training course for pistol. And I thought, okay, wait a minute, these guys I think are legitimate. And that's another video of one of the guys attending MSP, Modern Samurai Project. Oh, and I thought, you know what? These guys are legitimate. Okay, they're legitimate. Then I saw some other videos of them doing some breaches. So I thought I'm going to reach out to the owner of that company. And we talked a little bit over the direct message on Instagram. And he said, look, our primary experience is private security, and we do a lot of training. And you can tell from some of the videos that they do a lot of training. So I reached out to them and offered the ballistic course for free. It's a 40-hour course. I just say, hey, look, I'm a licensed BSIS instructor, but I am not a licensed BSIS facility. I'm not attached to any facility, so I can't issue certificates. And I offered the course free, no charge, and I offered them to open it up to whoever they want. They can charge as much as they want. I don't make a penny, and the trade-off is marketing. I get more content. It is taking a huge risk because YouTube might demonetize the content that I make, or they might smash those videos all the way down to the bottom. So I'm just kind of deciding. I'm still gonna do it. I'm a man of my word, but I'm just deciding, like, next time, is this something that I should be offering? Because once again, I could get smashed all the way to the bottom. So come next month, I'm gonna do the course. I don't know if they're gonna open it up to other people. I have no idea. I think I have 3 students. The owner reached out to his instructors and they all said yes. So I think there are a total of 3. I don't know if they're gonna open it up. If they do, reach out to them. They may or may not. But I 100% encourage them to charge whatever fee it is for the course. So I should be somewhere in the San Bernardino area sometime next month if they still want me to teach the course, once again for free. And this is the way that I can see if this shield, if this RTS tactical shield, is this something that is good for security? Is it tactical ballistic shield, something that private security can use? And this is going to be my second course. I taught it to SWAT. I taught it to some non-SWAT police officers, and now I'm going to try it strictly for private security. Unfortunately, nobody has came up with a similar product, and it's driving me nuts. Like, you guys, if you're a manufacturer, come out with something that's very similar to the mini tactical shield. You can make a lot of money, and it'll be very useful for private security. But unfortunately, I am stuck with only one brand. It's either that one or another product. I think it's called BAM, B-A-M. And on the specifications or on the title, it says bulletproof shield. Like, once something says bulletproof, that's an automatic no for me. That's something I certainly get. And then you have the $100 shields on Amazon. And then there's another company, I forgot the name of them. A retired sergeant made it looked like a polyethylene shield. And I believe it might be level 3. I mean, for sure it's rifle rated, but I don't know what calibers. But that's kind of like the competitor, and you have 2 different products. So, yeah, manufacturer, please develop something, because unfortunately, us in private security law enforcement, we're going to use what's available. And once again, there are pros and cons. Make sure you guys watch those videos when I upload them. Okay, onward. Geez. Okay, so should private security have ballistic shields? And my answer is, it depends on the assignment. So I've been doing some research on a security company called Newton Patrol. You guys already know I'm doing some research on the company. I'm on Instagram. I did a survey on the company asking you guys, are they a police department? Yes or no? And it's like 11% of you said yes. 11% of you said that Newton Patrol is a police department. Are you kidding me? I don't know. Maybe they are, right? And they say that with a smile. And it's like 9 said, I don't know. So that's almost like 80% say definitely no. And the other 20% are like yes, or I'm not sure. Anyhow, those guys advertised on social media that they have an ERT. That refers to emergency response team. Well, if you are a legitimate ERT, depending on the assignment, obviously, you should have a ballistic shield. You should have a helmet as well that's properly rated for the proper levels. Okay, 3A is a standard by a reputable manufacturer, not this Chinese crap. Reputable manufacturer, and a significant amount of training. Outer vest. Okay, I don't know of. Well, okay, let me change that around, because you can actually put hard armor plates in soft armor, but it's very, very uncomfortable. And also the disadvantage is if you have magnets to hold up your body camera equipment like I do, you're going to have to reposition the magnets, because the way I have it positioned in my soft armor is that once I put the hard armor plates under stress, I might forget where the magnets are located, and I'm not going to have my body camera. You know, you think during a critical incident that's the least of your worries, but no, that's actually one of the worries now. Unfortunately, I'm in California. You can't blame me, right? Or wrong. So yeah, if you're an ERT, like a real ERT team, you need access to those. In my videos, I talked up regarding the RTS shield. And I haven't uploaded the video yet. I showed you guys how to properly hold it. You want to hold it as high to your head as possible. However, because of the weight pulls down your arms, and then the top of your head starts getting exposed, and then sometimes your eye sockets, the nose part of your body, of your face, start getting also exposed. So in that circumstance, okay, the helmet's not going to save you. You got to lift it up. But the helmet will cover a significant amount of area when you lower the shield a little bit. So if you're running an ERT team for your security company, then yes. And some of you might be wondering, ERT team, like what kind of tactical nonsense is this? Well, you have federal, state, local accounts where you have people, security officers that are trained. Also, you have private security companies that are non-governmental, and their client requests a need for ERT, okay? Or SRT, Special Response Team. Basically, these are your private SWAT teams. So yes, absolutely. I don't think it's not just the helmet. I don't think it's a bad idea to have in your war bag, just in case the circumstances call for you needing that type of equipment. You never know, you guys. Me personally, if I work security, even patrol, if I work some type of response where I might have to respond to an active shooter incident, I will bring a ballistic helmet in my trunk. I absolutely will. Is that overkill? I'd rather have it. I can never recite the saying, but I'd rather have it than not have it and need it. Something like that. It's better to have it. Even in the trunk, preferably have it in the front seat with you. If you're not doing active shooter responses, you have no intent at all responding to these incidents, then I could see the need not to have it. And they're expensive, you guys. I bought mine from TAC 11, that's TAC 11, out of my own pocket. And I think I spent like $600 or $700 on that helmet, and now they're running about about $900. Um, I and it's not Chinese made; it's made in the USA. So I found the need for it in my current line of work, but I see where security can use those helmets. Also, if you're responding to active shooter incident, you might be thinking, well, the chances are I'm going to have to be pressed on a 5.56, a 308, 7.62 by 39, whatever the active shooter has. That's what I am up. That's what I'm up against. And what is a ballistic helmet going to do for me? Because the bullet's going to go right through. Well, what you're preventing is from bullet spalling. So when the bullet hits a hard surface, it might fragment. That ballistic helmet, if rated properly, will prevent those fragments from going into your skull. Also, if the bullet ends up hitting like pieces of brick, because you're using brick for cover, maybe cement, all those little chunks, those are fragments. And a fragment in his skull is no good. So that's why you want a ballistic helmet. It's made to prevent that. Originally, old military helmets, okay, they're not like 3A rated. They are Kevlar, but they're made to prevent fragments from entering the helmet. There are some comments coming through, and I'll address that pretty shortly. Okay, bangs. Okay, flash bangs. Is this something that security needs? And I would say yes. It just depends on the circumstances, right? Now, there's no way that private security is going to be able to purchase. Oh my goodness, I need to really be careful what I'm saying. Okay, give me a minute. There's no way that private security can purchase regulated items by a certain three-letter law enforcement agency. There's no way. Unless you're a private security training center and you offer training to military or law enforcement, I could see you being in possession of these, but otherwise, I just don't see that. However, you can get thermobaric bangs. You can get CO2 ones that have a very similar effect. I mean, obviously, the distraction noise and flash or the light isn't as intense as a regulated bang, but I think in many circumstances it does get the job done. If you're maybe protecting a celebrity or something like that, and you have a whole crowd rushing in, okay, maybe you need a breakaway fork to the left or go somewhere else and lay down one of those. The ones that are designed for airsoft or something like that. And that way that would distract the crowd a little bit. Sometimes in those circumstances. So I see, but I don't think for your average private security officer that is, protecting Walmart, Target, or the mall, I just don't think that most need that. Now, if you want to get some, by all means, get some. But if you load them up on your carrier, I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to make fun of you. Oh, thanks, Mike from the Professor Security Journal. He says AFT. It's regulated by AFT. Okay, all right, we'll take that. Okay, onward. What other type of equipment am I missing here? So we talked about the bangs. Talked about helmets. Oh, outer vest. Do you need outer vests? Look, guys, it depends on the contract, right? There are clients that want you to have that outer vest, that outer carrier. Are you pretending to be a SWAT commander, special forces because you have an outer carrier? My answer is absolutely not, because once again, many times the client wants that look. They want that feel. And sometimes, obviously, the client wants a soft armor feel, the concealable armor feel. For me, working private security, it just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm working like in a mall environment where there's like a lot of people, there's high contact, maybe even a retail store, I'm not too sure I want the outer carrier, because it does kind of have that tactical paramilitary look. But that's just me. Obviously, once again, it depends on what you're doing. I also will say that it's a lot more comfortable in hot environments. In summer out here in the desert, it gets easily 121 degrees, August, sometimes September. Having an outer vest allows me to zipper open the vest, and my outer vest on patrol where I work at, for a government agency, it's soft armor. So but I have the ability to put plates in it. I take it off, put it in my car, and I'll just let the air conditioning just blow on my chest, and I'll just cool off that way. It's an easy way to cool off if you're standing for like 8 hours at once and you just need to relieve all that weight. Hey, the outer vest comes in perfectly. Perfectly. Now, guys, just don't overdo it. There's some guys like how I used to do when I was 18 getting to private security that had a pouch for everything. My cell phone, my inhaler, maybe I'll have a pouch. My gloves, I'll put a pouch. And I think it was the Angry Security Guard channel who talked about like, hey, you know what? You don't need a pouch for this and that. And it made sense. I think he put the latex gloves in his pocket. Like, why do I need that room? Now, my waist it's been growing the last 2-3 months because I do have a sweet tooth. But when I'm more in shape, I don't have a lot of room, and a lot of you don't have a lot of room. Now, some of you have extra room, and you can afford all that extra space. For me, it's just more weight. Add on another pouch. It's more weight. Okay. Onward. Tactical stuff. Do you need an AR mag? Holder with an AR on your outer carrier? It depends on what you're doing. Now, California, I'm going to have to limit what I'm saying. That word I just mentioned, that's a banned tool. 100% effective January 1st. I don't want to give the year. It might be this year or next year because they're trying to regulate the caliber right now. And 5.56, 300 black, 308, and 5.57, that is no longer going to be on the list. But that's topic of another discussion. But let's just say you had an AR that had 5.56. You're in California, working private security. Pretty soon, those calibers are not going to be authorized anymore. So you're going to have an AR mag pushing down some weight for nothing, right? Something like that, I could see, like, why would you have, if for some reason, maybe you're working some type of government account in another state, or I don't know, maybe in California, maybe there's some exemption that I don't know about. If you have your carbine in the trunk, I can totally see having a mag with you. Maybe there's a situation that calls for you running to the trunk and you knowing where your mag is at. So I could totally see that. So a lot of people think that I'm like anti-security, anti-tactical. No, not at all. I think it's post and assignment dependent for sure. All right, guys, let me go through the chat. There's actually a lot of people here, and I have a little bit of time. There you go, Mario. Yeah, it's a full moon. It's a full moon. Be careful, guys. Sometimes I think that it just seems like more action happens in a full moon because people can see more at night without turning on a flashlight. I don't know. I think David from the Security Guard Command made a video. TB says, what's up? Hey, what's up, TB? California citizen, Merry Christmas, security community. Hey, Merry Christmas. Even it's a bit late. No problem at all. Hopefully everybody had a nice Christmas. If you don't believe in Christmas, you are into another religion, we say happy holidays. So most of America had the day off except security, law enforcement, and military. So I forgot to mention military. Thank you so much for the men and women that are overseas and even over here who don't get holidays off, who are keeping our country safe. I really appreciate you guys. You guys who know me know that I appreciate all the veterans that are out there. Well, I want to say most of them that stay humble. I really, really appreciate you guys. I've never been in the military, and I am just honored to know that there are men and women out there willing to take their life for us, and also those who make tons of sacrifice, meaning that they're not seeing their family, their kids, or others during holiday season. So thank you so much, guys. Slender says, I just had a homeless dude walk into the church chicken talking to himself, talking smack. It's the Moon Man. I told you. I told you. I told you guys. Legalize NJ. Yeah, legalize. He says, I carry all that as a civilian. Hey, I'm all for that. This is also your concerned, responsible citizen channel as the way. Hey, you know what? If you're a prepper and shield is part of your tactical response, these small ballistic shields, rock them on. Put them in your car, put them in your trunk, rock on with them in your house. I'm all for it, guys. I am totally all for it. Give the bad guys some surprise, okay? They're gonna break through your door and they're gonna see some dude with a shield or dudette with a shield, a helmet. Yeah, pretty much they went to the wrong house. RTD 4451. Hi, it's Brad. Hi, Brad. Brad is one of our members, and Brad is gonna get some premium content pretty soon. My boy Randy's here. Randy is here. Welcome, Randy. I just filmed 45 minutes of video on the ballistic shield. These are the mini shields. Actually, Randy has to... he might have a headache when I start talking about these ballistic shields because he has a different opinion on the shields. But that's fine. I was sporting my tactical baseball cap that Randy provided from GVPS and the beanie. So my head was warm the whole day in the freezing cold filming this 45-minute video. Legalize. And Jay says, I love the short. Hey, thank you so much. And I think I saw your comment earlier. You're like one of the only ones that commented on my short video. So I appreciate that. Mario Castillo says, we're out here wearing that Tech 11 gear. Hashtag stay safe. Yeah, I wish that Tech 11 would develop a ballistic shield, but the truth of the matter is it might be at a range that's not affordable because when I didn't reach out, but I went to the website of one of the competitors for the RTS Tactical Shield, and there's not even any pricing, you guys. There's no pricing for their shield, which is probably made of polyethylene. If I saw something like that, they're all in for me doing T&E on it, or TNA, then I would be doing a video on that as well. But again, nobody wants to touch this spear of tactical shields because it's almost like it needs to come out perfect in order to be produced on the market. So anyhow, stand by for that video. Robert Seeger says, Modern Top Ramen Project. That sounds good right now. Randy says, Nunez, I thought you were with our training company. I thought you were with our training company. No, I was training on my own in the desert. I was filming the 45-minute RTS tactical training video. I was showing people how to use a tactical shield. And then come January, I was welcomed by one of the security training organizations out there in the Los Angeles, San Bernardino area to train with them. They still want that done. So just getting a little bit of range work done in there. Robert says, what is this video, the surreal hand? I don't know what he's referring to. Simi Nunez says, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas to you, Simi Nunez. Thank you so much. Robert says, what did you get for Christmas? You know what? I tell my wife not to give me anything for Christmas because honestly, guys, I have everything that I ever wanted. I got good friends. I always wanted precision rifle and sniper training. I've literally waited like 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. And Randy Nunez from GVPS gave me that gift of life, or I'm sorry, the gift of training, which is truly a gift. I always tell my wife, like, give me nothing. So, you know, she can't do that. So she got me a 50 caliber alcoholic beverage opener and a 50 caliber can with my name on it and the American flag. So I was very grateful for that. Robert says, where did the hand go? I'm confused. Robert Seeger says LAPD has a Newton division. No, that's true. LAPD does have a Newton division, but this company out there, or maybe they're a police department, they're called Newton Patrol. Newton Patrol, NEWTON. The Professional Security Journal says, yes, but there's a security company that's going too far. We're aware of the sworn division. Yep. Legalize. NJ, how do you feel about OC pepper grenades? It depends on the type of environment. You need the proper training. You need gas training for something like that and a gas mask. So you want to have an OC pepper grenade. That's great. I find it useful, but you're going to need the $500 to $800 gas mask that comes with it. Extremely useful, especially in areas of unrest. That's a perfect tool that you can use to deploy while you get your ass out of the situation. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Mario. Hey, by the way, guys, Mario is a certified BSIS trainer in the San Diego area. He says it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Legalize. NJ says anyone can purchase bangs. No, you're absolutely right. They can purchase the drink, but that's it. Professional Security Journal says pepper grenades are used in corrections environment. They're not meant to be used in an environment. Those are the Jeremy DeWitt's of security doing too much. No, you can use them in a patrol environment as well. It's just that the pepper grenades that are available right now, there's a small percentage of CS. They're available to law enforcement, security, and military. Notice I mentioned security. There's one company that offers it to security. But it's more of like, see, in California, you can't use it really for crowd control anymore. If you're law enforcement, you can use it for riot control. And I think that's where it come in for private security, but it's very limited circumstance. I mean, you have to have the right training for that. I had to go through 2 days of instructor level training for that. If you're a security company and you want that type of training, you want gas training with these devices that are legal in California, send me email, ssundal, it's SSUNDAHL @yahoo.com. You just need an environment that doesn't have buildings near it, that doesn't have a population near it. Professional Security Journal says those aren't true bangs. Those are airsoft. Yeah, no, that's true. They have somewhat of a desired effect than the control ones. Now, notice I said somewhat. He says Legalize NJ says he carries the M11 multi-bangs. Yeah, I mean, I think that those are the thermobaric ones. That's different. That's different. Mario Smart Man says crowd control, but again, SOP need to be established for liability purposes. Professional Security Journal says he's a 0.68 pepper ball instructor. There's zero need for nades. Pepper ball launchers have niches uses. Outside of that, I see zero use for any of this stuff in a patrol environment, and that's his opinion. Mario agrees with him. He says not ideal for sure. Again, my opinion slightly deviates from Mario and Professional Security Journal. I just think that it's situation dependent. Professional Security Journal says, yes, Sean, the Molly King, every single Molly space occupied, right? Angry Security Channel says, get a cool cop again. It works just as good for that purpose. I had a cool cop and it ripped out the vents. It ripped out the vents of like 2 or 3 patrol units. Hopefully no one at my work is watching this in supervision. Let's see. Mario says BSIS just send the caliber regulation. My man. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Angry Security Guard channel, and I need to get going, guys, pretty soon. It says use an AR can look your license better be thrown away, no cameras, and act like you took it from combatants. However, Tennessee might be allowing schools guns. It's rumored, though. Thank you for that update. Doug is here. Welcome, Doug. Randy Nunez says, we have one, but it's not feasible for security. I think he's referring to a shield. Hey, guys, I'm not getting any kickback for this, but I'll say this, that the CEO of TAC 11 sent me a photograph and the specifications for the shield that they have, I actually like that shield better than another one that we'll be getting. I just like the architecture of it a lot better. I mean, you guys are gonna have to watch my shield video, but your arms are allowed to go in the front a lot more easier. The design is just way better. But the price tag on those types of shields that are rifle rated, that are super light, I think his is for sure under 20 pounds. Most private security companies cannot afford that type of shield, and also it's most likely not going to be a rapid deployment product. You can make it that way. You just have to change around some of the items in your patrol cars. I mean, you could with a little bit of practice, but ideally, for a rapid evolving environment, you want to have something that's a lot smaller. And TAC 11 does not have that shield, and almost nobody has that shield out there. But the shield they have is a robust shield, and it looks great. I love the design from it. Doug asked Mario, what's your contact information? Mario, so I kind of feel like the matchmaker. So Mario, Doug is also a BSIS firearm instructor. Maybe if Mario wants to text me his email, and then I could share it with Doug. Doug is a good buddy of mine, and I do trust him. Okay, for Angry Secure Journal, he says that Alert can use them, but not civilians. Oh, okay, so the Alert Training Center in Texas can use them. All right, guys, I'm running out of time, so I am out. I'm looking forward to comments in the regular comment section box below. Thank you so much.